So this is a video for the Eco Wood Stain demonstration of the different colors and how they look on different kinds of stains. The people at Eco sent me 4 samples of 4 colors. I mixed them all here in the little sample containers. I'm not sure the ratio is right, but we'll get the basic idea. Basically, you would pour 1 bottle of this dye or stain, I guess, into 1 packet of the basic Eco Wood Stain. Without the dye, the Eco Wood Stain is just what they call Silvery Patina. Silvery Patina. And that's what's left after my, I did my deck 2 years ago, and it's just this basic color. And it turns, I think there's a photograph on the website of the color that it comes out. It's like a gray. It's like a weathered look, which personally I like. I don't feel a need for any coloring. Although, and at the time, actually, I don't think they were even making these. Maybe they were in development. But, what I did here was, instead of dumping the whole bottle and the whole gallon of water and the whole packet, which is the right proportions, I just guessed. And you can see it stained my finger. I was surprised. I was not thinking it was such an intense stain, but it really is. So you see the 4 colors, and you see the 5th basic non-colored Silvery Patina color. So we're going to apply some of these, each one of these, to different kinds of wood. And what I have set here is different kinds of wood. I thought I would show before I start that I have a 20-year-old deck, and underneath the columns of that deck, someone had stuck this piece of pressure-treated wood as a shim. So the post was on this because they needed a little more height, I guess. And but look at that condition of that in 20 years. That's pressure-treated wood, and I'm sure they cut it there. This was maybe they cut it twice, and still like new. I mean, it's really amazing. This is a piece of cedar that was also used as a shim on the same deck, and cedar is a great wood, but you can see this is rotten. But you know, if you don't have green pressure-treated wood or brown pressure-treated wood or this stuff or something like it, cedar is a great choice for a deck. Okay, so I think the first thing we do is, I don't really want to spend much time on the Silvery Patina, but I'll show you what it looks like. We'll start with this piece of trim. This is just some 1x that is just pine, SPF pine, not treated at all. And this particular, I've had this stuff in a jar for who knows how long, 2 years, and I'll put that on there and we'll let it set and we'll see what happens. I think, you know what, there's kind of some kind of, what do they put on this stuff? I don't even know, but before you were to stain a deck with this stuff, you would definitely give it a quick sand to sort of break. They talk about the surface after the sanding and what that is like, but that is not changing color at all yet. Anyway, let's look at the colors. We'll start with the what is this? This is the black, satin black. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush as the basic color. And this is 20-year-old wood that was not used in any kind of way, but it was original to my deck. That is green pressure-treated wood. This is brown pressure-treated wood that is brand new. And one of the things that some people are saying about this particular stain is to take it and when you make a cut before you assemble if you're building a deck, just to treat the ends. But we saw pressure-treated wood really doesn't really need it, but I guess it's a good idea. So there you see the black. Let's move on here. We'll go brown next. Is this actually called brown? It is called, yeah, Stain brown. Oh, these not satin. It says stain brown and stain black. Sorry about that. So here's the brown pressure treated wood. This is more like what I used with my just the silvery consistency. I think maybe I had too much black dye in that black. And then you don't need to rub it in. You don't need to really do anything with it. It just sits there and absorbs, and that's it. And now we'll move on to the white. They have a 902 area code, which is Nova Scotia, I happen to know. Anyway, here is the white. We'll go on some pressure treated wood. I think maybe I got this wrong too. But oh, now it's bleeding into the black. Doing nothing but making a big mess. There we go. White. It may be that I didn't put as much pigment in, but certainly a very thin stain. And now the top dog here, the red. And last one. This is the brown pressure treated wood. And I conversed back and forth by email with this company about the stains. When I got these products, it came with a flyer that at the bottom of the instructions it said, not for use on decks or something like that. Wait a minute, what is they worded that very poorly. It's fine to use it on the deck. It's fine to make this your walking surface. But after some years of where you're walking, you're going to want to recoat because the tint or the dye will sort of wear down over the years. So there's no problem with decks. They really should change that on their flyer. So the black, obviously, again, the proportions that I made may be wrong, but very dark, very nice. The brown I particularly like, actually. The red also. And the white, not so much. I'm not so crazy about the white. I think I'd rather go with, in fact, it didn't even stain that at all. Let's try white on, let's try white on just some regular tube 1x here. You can't even see it. I've got red in it now too. I don't know, are we watching? Can I? Yeah. Not. I painted white from here to here. Yeah, and we'll see when it dries. I'll put some photos up on the website of the dried result, but it's almost immediate. Although it does darken, as I did notice, it did darken a little bit as you went along. So that's it. I hope that's helpful. I'm sure if you were about to do a big deck and you wrote to them and said, hey, I would like to have a sample. I'm interested in white or whatever, I'm sure they would send you a 1-gallon sample. They're extremely nice and very quick to reply. Okay, good luck.